Hello, hello, my beautiful, beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to Merry Monday, Junk Journal July 2023, and Rachel's Weekly Challenge. So it's all going to be mixed into one, but it's mainly Merry Monday. I'm so glad you're all here. I'm really excited that you're going to share this wonderful day with me today. This is take 2, by the way. I was standing here talking along. Luckily, I was standing up and looking into the screen. And it just suddenly shut off on me. I couldn't believe it. We were like 3 minutes in and I'm like, where'd it go? So here we go. Let's try this again. So here we are. Welcome everyone. I love you guys and I'm so happy you're here. I couldn't do this without any of you guys. Why would I want to? It's so fun to come and play in my studio and have someone to share all my fun stuff with. So before we get going, I want to do a little quick share with you. It's an Etsy share. And it's something that I got or I bought, and it's from Miss Sam Poole, all the way from England. And I've already opened it because I did it on my last video. Darn it, I was doing it with you guys. But she sent me the most beautiful fabric kits. I purchased these, and I wanted some beautiful, soft English fabrics. Aren't they gorgeous? Just like this. Isn't that pretty? So we have that one, and all these tags are handmade by Sam, and these are tiny little book pages, and they are, it feels like rag paper, which is from the 1800s, 17 and 1800s, and look at this beautiful piece of fabric. Oh, I picked number 8. There was only a few left when I got over there, and you got a little tag and a piece of book page. Ooh, yummy. With each piece of fabric that were part of the kit. And you could choose 1 through, I don't know how many, but I think there was only a couple left when I got there. It was hard to pick one. But it came all the way from England. I'm super excited. Look at all this beautiful, she made all these tags, and then look at all these gorgeous pieces of lace she shared with me. And the fabric, I think this would look beautiful in our blue journal that we're going to be making very soon. I know I'm talking about it, but right now I have to do my Christmas, and then after Christmas we'll do that. Okay, so there we go. So I wanted to share that with you. Of course, it was a lot funner and more exciting when I saw it for the first time, but I did want to show you what Sam sent. And this is Sam's card. Sam Poole is a fabulous digital designer, plus she sells some physical goodies in her shop too, so go on over and see. She's a wonderful, sweet, kind person. I just adore her. And her digitals. I have quite a few. I wish I could buy all of them. I love her stuff so much. So I'm going to check this camera periodically to make sure we don't shut off again, because if we do, I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, last year in July, I made this journal for my Junk Journal July, and I didn't get to do it. We started our floors through the whole house in July. We were supposed to be done in 30 days. But unfortunately, a couple of days after we started, my son-in-law took a turn for the worse. He was battling cancer, and it just kind of went downhill from that, and we lost him in September. But because of that, I was going to document the floors and the progress and everything that was going on, but we were so busy with the grandkids and putting in the floors, or trying to get the floors in. It took us 5 months to get the floors in because of everything that happened. So I didn't get to do this. So this year, it's July again, and I started on time. Yay! I didn't have to make the book, so that was great, you know. So here it is. This is my Junk Journal July. We are given prompts. I just copied the prompts because I didn't have time to go download them. So I just did a screenshot or whatever. And so for each day we get a prompt, and for the first day was good vibes. And so I did some pictures of my son and his family because they bring good vibes to me. This was a very personal page. After this, I've decided, instead of writing things down and doing the personal angle, I was going to do an artsy kind of collage kind of thing. So on the second day we had negative space. Now negative space doesn't mean fill up all the space so there's nothing left. It means the space around something. So this is the space I left around my picture. And then I used all the bits and pieces from the Junk Journal July printable, and put those on there so I would remember what this was for later down the line when I get older, and as I already am, and couldn't remember. This was pop of color. So my pop of color was pink throughout this. This one is tickets and tags. Well, do I have tickets and tags for you? I've got all kinds of tickets and tags that I've collaged onto the page. Then I put a clear pocket, and I put one that has tags on, tickets on the tag. cute. It says cherish, to care and look after another in a loving way, to adore and love something or someone. I'm happiest when I'm with you. Isn't that cute? And then I've got another little one here because it said tags multiple. So, and it's got tickets in it. And I made a little pocket tag with all kinds of goodies in it. So those are my tickets and tags to save, right? And then we had fold out. Oh, that was a challenge. Well, you know, we love our fold outs, right? So I did this one. It opens, it folds out again, and it folds out again. Look at that. Is that cool or what? And then, of course, I just put, I didn't put anything in this pocket. I might later if there's something I want to save. But I did put something in that pocket, and I put something in that pocket. I just put some pretty ladies. You know, that's my thing. So I wanted to do something somewhat, you know, spoke to me. So that was fold out. So that was my fold out page. I have to use a paper clip because she is going to be a very full girl. And if I don't put a paper clip on here in a couple spots, I don't think she's going to stay closed enough, you know. Oh my goodness, let me see. There we go. Then we have layers on layers. And this is a layered card. It's got layers of fabric, stitching on fabric. So we've got layers of stitching, layers of fabrics. We've got a pocket. We have layers of tags. And then this particular tag here is sewn and it's layered. There's a whole, you can't see it all, but there's a whole bunch of layers. Then it's layered on another one. It's layered on lace. It's layered on another page. It's layered on music paper. We've got a rose layered on two things of lace. So everything's about layering. And then I just layered in another little card that has layers on it. So it's layers. Layers on layers. This one is framed. So here we are. We've got a large frame here that I put on. Then I put on a lady in a frame. Then I added a frame on top of her. And then there's frames there. So it's framed. All right. And then today is, which I haven't had time to do. Well, let's see. Today, I'm making this on Saturday the 8th. So on 8 is brown paper. You can see I'm all ready to go. It's on a brown page. And I will do that. So I'm up to date. That's my July 2023. I wanted to share that with you. Every now and then I'll show you what I've been working on and show you my journal. I even made a little writing board for it, but I probably won't use it because, you know, if I'm gluing or working on a page and it's too bumpy, I can stick the writing board under it and that'll work really well, or I'll save that for another journal. So that's my 2023 journal. So, I've worn myself out. Let me make sure the screen's still working. I'm going to have to pop up periodically. I don't know what happened. I cleared everything. We were using something called My Photo Stream, which allowed us to stream back and forth along between devices, and they're getting rid of My Photo Stream. And so because of that, we had to go everything into the cloud. Well, it dumped pictures on all of my devices, the same amount. So I ended up with 17,000 photos and things on all of my devices, which I had them separated out, and I'm upset about it, but nothing I can do or I would lose them. So anyway, what are you going to do? The fun of electronics are great until they're not. So today, this was Roxy's weekly challenge from the week before last. I only got this far, and it was book page pockets, and it was using large book pages, really good size book pages. Now, I've already cut these down, but they were pretty big. If I remember right, it was 12 inches tall, and it's 8 inches. Well, this was a 9-inch page, so I've cut off stuff already because it's too big to fit inside any of my journals. So first thing we did was we folded down the edges because this is what we're going to end up with when we're done. Okay, so we're going to do this in Christmas style. And I did wash all my mats. I was a good girl. They're getting kind of worn out, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this. How is everybody? Are you good? I hope so. I hope everybody's fine. Hope your weather's good. I know I was watching some videos, and over in Portugal it is freezing. I mean, it is hotter than heck, and in New Zealand it's cold. So they're in winter now. So I think G Kerr is in Portugal, and she said it was hot, hot, hot. And then Pixie K Design, she was saying that it's cold over there. So we've got hot and cold going on. So what I did is I closed these ends to give them a little bit of what do you want to call it? Heft. So I want to use, now what she did, Rachel did, was she stamped it down the side. She had long, beautiful stamps that she used. I don't have stamps that are orientated like that. So what I used on mine is I just used some sticky strips. You can use, what do you call it? Washi tape, whatever you want on this side. I just used the sticky strips from Rachel's kit. Rachel has some brand new strips. She calls them faux washi. And so I used her faux washi on the side of those. This one, because we're doing Christmas in July, I want to use Christmas strip. So these are these are chapter 1 papers, I believe. So I am looking for something I can go down the side that would look good. But it's got to be long enough, so let me see. Is this long enough? Children's Carol. That's okay, but it's not particularly colorful. That's blue. I don't know what color. I want something very red and green. You know, I want something traditional. I was looking for something that I already had cut out, but I can cut a new one if I need to. Which I have here. We could cut one of these. I was kind of thinking something traditional like that. Let's try that. Oh, wait, I see one that might work. Oh, how about this one? How about this one? I didn't want to make too many in this size for Christmas because I think all of my Christmas books are really, well, I have one big one, but my other ones are pretty small little Christmas books, so I have to be careful not to get anything too humongous. Let me move these out of the way. I'm a little disjointed today. I don't know why. I've been very tired lately. I don't know what the deal is with that, but all right. I am going to ink the edge. Oops, I don't know. I haven't crafted for a day or so, so I may be, well, I shouldn't say that. I've been working on my Junk Journal July book. I've been having a blast with that. Just collage and making stuff up, not for anything in particular. It's not for anybody. It's just for me. It's just to have fun with. So I've been doing that and having a wonderful time. So let me see. Is this long enough? Yeah, it's going to have a tiny bit on the end, but that's okay. And this is printed on sticker paper, that Avery sticker paper. And I am going to I'm trying not to stick my head in the camera, although my hair is done. I've decided to grow out my hairstyle. I have a haircut that's kind of a lot like Jane Fonda's hair was before she cut it all off, and it's layered and, you know, got pretty hair color, and I'm going to let that go too. My health has just been so iffy that I just can't keep up my hair, so, you know, my hair appointments. So I am going to let it go natural silver, gray, or whatever color it's going to be. White. It's probably going to be stark white. I don't think I have pretty hair like my mom. My mom had beautiful silver, salt and pepper hair. It was so gorgeous. But anyway, so I got out the straight iron to see what I could do with it, you know, and okay, we'll see how it goes, right? Or whether I give up. I don't know. I just don't have the energy to maintain it like I used to. But I don't like walking around looking like a mess either, so I kind of have to figure this out. Trials and tribulations of growing older, I guess, for those of us who are. Those of you who are young, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I wish I was still that. It went way too fast and way before I was ready. All right. Now, this is very old paper, and I'm worried about, sometimes the glues mark the paper up. You could see the glue through the paper, and it doesn't dissipate. So I am just going to use Fabri-Tac because it generally doesn't. This paper is very frail. I should have chose, these are papers from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I got these from her, one of her packs, and I love it, but it's pretty frail. I don't know. I might have made a mistake using it. So, okay, we've got the edges is good, and now we're gonna decorate her up. And we'll do some regular ones too. So for those of you who aren't doing Christmas, you'll see how to do it both ways, right? I always do it. I try to do my Christmas in July both ways. Now, some days I may not, or I may do one. Yeah, I'll do one for sure. And I got to remember to keep one. I didn't last week. I have to go back and make another one for my book, because I forgot I'm doing a Rachel challenge book. So I have all the ideas, because I can't remember from time to time how I made something. So what I want to do on this one, being it is Christmas, is I want to put an image on there. And I do have some of Rachel's pretty little, these little cute little tags. I think I might. This one's got a pretty little angel on it. I have a bunch of these. You know, these are her, one of her little labels, her Christmas labels. I really like that Santa. Like, do I want to do that? Maybe I do. I have cute little kids, reindeer. I have sheets and sheets of these that I have cut out, but I haven't had time to. Well, I used to have them all fussy cut, but I've used them all. Yeah, that happens, right? We have stuff and then we use it all up and we forget. And then we're like, oh, I have stuff. And then you go, no, I don't have stuff. And I had a big pile of fussy cutting, and I ended up putting everything back in its appropriate folders because I knew I wasn't going to get to it last year. So I got to start over. What are you going to do? And I got myself some new little plastic pouches. I can tell I haven't been fussy cutting. I'm not very good at it. Well, my hands are pretty shaky. I'm not sure why. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. I'm not feeling great. Not sure what the deal is. Okay. I'm usually a whiz at this, but today I'm not. Okay, well, we're slow today. Well, I also am not in the groove yet. So once I get in the groove, you know how I get off and running. I'm going to ink that a little bit just to make sure I catch all the white edges. And I want it to be, this book is very, not grungy, but old, vintage looking. I have that. I'm thinking there might need to be a little bit of maybe Christmas paper behind it. I don't know. Let me see. I've got some vintage stuff here. Ah, the hiccups again. Darn it. I think it's a talking thing. I'm going to check the camera to make sure I'm still going. Okay, that's a good thing. Looks like you're still there. You didn't leave me. I've never had my camera do that. That was weird. Although I shouldn't say that. Recently I had it shut off, but that was due to user error. Oh, see, that's just pale like that. That really isn't very different in color. Do I have a music paper that has a different color? Not really. I mean, I do, but I don't know if I have the book here with me. Do I have the book? I have a really old music book. And the pages are very yellow. Give me a minute. Don't know where it is. Well, as you know, I moved rooms. So I'm going to have to find that book and pull out some pages for us to use because I don't see them anywhere. They're very dark. Give me a minute. I'm still here. Well, I have a digital one that's dark, but I have the real thing somewhere. Yeah, see, that's almost the color of the paper, so I don't know if that would... Well, let's try it. What the heck, huh? I'm horrible at ripping, so there we go. Yeah, I wanted a little bit of difference. Well, we'll just keep the pieces that we didn't use in our little scrappy thing here. Okay. Oh, dear. I don't like all that white edge. Some people really like that. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, once in a blue moon, I do really want to show that, but it's pretty rare for me to use that and leave it. I want to keep the Italian book page, but not so much. Okay, so I'm going to move that all the way over there and that more over there. All right, it looks good, so let's go with that. If we only get one done, we only get one done, but I wanted to show you one. Rachel has the the video of this out. I've watched it a couple of times, and I fell asleep while I was watching it, and then I rewatched it, and guess what? I fell asleep again. Not because it was boring, I was just exhausted. I got to try watching it in the daytime when I'm not sound asleep, right? Okay. All right, so that's pretty. Now we want to put a little something up here. What can we put up there? I think I want, well, we're also supposed to decorate the back. And as you decorate these, of course, this is one of Rachel's kits. One of her Christmas. And let me get some of that, because I want to cover most of the back, but not all of it. I mean, I want a good amount. Get that off there. I don't know if I want the, usually I won't cut on this mat without squirreling around on it, so let's see. I like the edge on this, so I didn't want to lose it, but I think it's going to cover up too much of that page. I want to see some of that Italian page, don't I? All right, well, I'm going to have to give up on that if I want to see it, right? Oops. I'll just keep those as strips. We'll use them, you know, like we just did on that other. There we go. All right, we'll do that. That way we don't lose everything, right? Because we do want to see that. I don't want to lose it all. But not that I can read Italian, but I like the aesthetic of it, the old world look, which this is an old world Santa, so there you go. Victorian Santa, not a contemporary today Santa. Not a contemporary kind of guy. If you don't like to ink, that's okay. I just don't want those white edges, and I want it to look old because we are putting it, matching it to old. I may have to put something up here, I think, because I want to, I don't want all that white, well, it's not really white space, but you know what I mean. Do I want anything down the side of that? Maybe I want some music paper on that. Okay, let me ink that up a bit. I could put that up there, but then that looks like two separate things, and I always have to have them connected. You know how I get if I don't have a connection. And then maybe I could put a word up there, a larger word or something. Okay, let's do that. That adds a little something, something, right? Now, when it goes into the book it's going to go into, then I will decorate it up more if it needs like lace or pearls, depending upon the style of the book will depend upon what else goes on this. Does that make sense to you guys? And goofball me did not put, I'm so silly. I'm a silly girl. This was real music paper right here. Vintage music paper. This one wasn't a digital. And I'm using the Fabri-Tac because I am using this old book page, and I'm worried about I find my art glitter glue marks up the pages, so I don't want that. Now I'm still leaving plenty of Italian book page showing. Okay. We need something there. You know what? I think I might do I've got words from Happiness and Crafting. She has some fabulous words, and I was thinking I would put one of those up there. How about if we put, I don't want joyful. Obvious, that's Santa Claus, so do I want to do that? How about Yuletide or memories or celebration? How about Yuletide? Let's do that. That's a nice big word. I'm going to leave a little white around the edges, and then I'm going to ink that up. Of course, we could use some fresh ink on there, couldn't we? Now, whether I add lace or something else, red or green lace or vintage lace later, we're going to wait and see what journal it goes in. So always leave yourself the room to be creative if you need to, right? So I feel like it does need, whoops, I don't want to lose those. All right, let's get those back in the envelope. I have a bunch of her words. This was her Santa Christmas words and phrases. And then I also have in here her her classic Christmas words and phrases. So I do have those in there too. And then I also have some of her other bits and pieces from her freebies from last year. So I got quite a stash of goodies to play with. Not everything's Rachel. I do have a lot of from here. And I think I even have some from my Porch Prints too. So I'm thinking that I do want something under that, but it may need to be a piece of lace because I don't think that's going to cut it. Let's see. I'm looking for my scrap box. Oops. Well, I just knocked something off my tray. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm having trouble with my lace cart. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, I have so much lace on my lace cart now. It's crazy, you guys. I didn't have that much before. I have overdone it. I think that's too big a piece to be in there. It needs to go to a different box. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking just put a little bit of something under there, like just the barest minimum. I don't do a ton of laces at Christmas, unless they're, you know, red and green traditional Christmas lace kind of thing, but every now and then. And of course, I definitely want to use Fabri-Tac on that. There we go. We wanted to take up some real estate, and we did. Okay. Nice thing about the Fabri-Tac is you can move it around for a little bit before it sets. Unless it's a hot day. Now, I can do more if I decide I want to do something down here, or I could add a flower. I mean, I could add a Christmas doodad, you know, some kind of Christmas ephemera. But we need something up here. What do I want to do up there? Good question, huh? What could I put up there? Well, let me see what else I have from one of Rachel's kits. Do we have some words or something cute? I'll put a tree up there. Might be a bit much, huh? Let's see what's here. You know, we could put some holly up there. Keep it kind of simple is what I was thinking. Or maybe that. Oh, I got some ideas. Okay. This is a gorgeous kit that Rachel did. I don't know. Let's see. What does it say? It just says Christmas, January 2023. So this was this year's Christmas. I bought it when I realized I was going to keep doing I was going to do Merry Monday, so I think that's why I actually have it here. Let's use this. Let's do this. Let's get this. Oh, dear. Okay. How much do we have room for is what I want to know. Oh, you guys, I'm hungry. It's snack time for me. It's late afternoon. Couldn't get myself together enough today to do a video earlier. Okay, I also like this, so I'm thinking about doing both. I've got scraps building up. They're building up. Ah! Now, if I was doing something plain, if I just had like something more neutral there, I would use like, what I would use right there would be, just to give you an idea, I would use maybe one of these cards. like something like this right here, I would use something like, I would use something like that up there, but that's, to me, that's too much. They're competing. So I don't want to use that. But I'm thinking I want to put that up there. I did a really bad job down here. Okay. Now I want to ink that. Now I don't like that brown line up there. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, now it's more like what I had in mind. And I am not one for sharp edges, as you know. I always say it in every video. Someone said, why do you always round the edges? I don't know. I just like the softness of it. The pokey edges bother me. So I was thinking of doing something like that, but oh, that is not going to work. But I want some kind of I like the Merry Christmas word. Maybe if I made it smaller. Do I want to do that? No. But I want something there. I want something like neutral, you know, meaning like, see if there's anything else in this kit I want to put up there with it. I print this kit off multiple times, so sometimes you'll see the same page fly by. Oh, this is really pretty. I wonder if that would fit up there. I think I have that on a card, but it's bigger maybe. I think that's going to be too big. Possibly. Okay, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Just have more cutout pieces, right? Oh, it moved on me. Doggone it. Darn thing. My hand eye is pretty bad today. I do finally get to see the eye doctor. Remember I told you I was having trouble with my right eye. Finally get to see him at the end of the month, so hopefully he doesn't give me bad news of any kind. It'll take him forever to get in to see him, I'll tell you. See, I feel like it's a picture and it's competing. I love the... This is not going to work, you guys. Darn it. Okay, now what? I just wanted like a little bitty... I mean, I could tear the living daylights out of that thing, but I'm looking for something like that. But do I want to rip up a postcard that I've already backed and everything? No. But that's what I want, is something like that on there. I know I have them. I just don't know where I have them at is my big problem. All right. Well, next option. These are some of my mom's vintage pieces that I made copies of. That came off of like Christmas cards and stuff from her stash. I know you really can't see what I'm doing. I'm fussing, aren't I? Or maybe I just put that on there. I like that red, though. I wanted to pick up the red from down there. Well, maybe we could do that. I mean, I don't know what else to do up there. I have lots of florals. Oh, there's some more green. Let's see. I just think that that really limited me from having what I want on there. I guess it's going to be that one. And I think these images are from, I don't know. I don't know what these images are from. They look familiar. I think they're from Dreams, etc. That's what I want to say, is they're from Dreams, etc. I'm pretty sure that's where they came from. I'm just going to put that on there. I mean, I don't know. That's not really what I want. I'm struggling with this, you guys. I'm sorry. I just thought I would be real easy. You know, would you ever have that happen to you? Oh, I actually like that. I won't use that, and I'm not going to use that either. And I'm not going to use these guys. I'm going to use that. Totally different, right? That is not where we were going. I just gave up. I give up. I think these are from Dreams, etc. I'm not positive. If not, I don't know. Like I said, I started this book long before I had a channel. So sometimes there's things that I have no idea where they came from because I was, you know, buying and cutting and before I had a channel. So I didn't know where things came from. Okay, I have to cut this off because it's too long. Oh, I got the cutest photo from my son yesterday. He texted me a picture of my two youngest granddaughters, Emmy and Elle, and they were watching my video. They were watching Grandma's video. They were sitting on the floor watching Grandma's videos. It was the sweetest thing ever. Oh, it just touched my heart so much. Hi, Emmy and Elle. I'm sure you won't get to watch my videos, but if you do, Grandma loves you. Oh, I was so excited to see it. Well, you know, they are the reason, honestly and truly, besides being asked to make these videos by the gals who buy my work, I wanted it for them because they're really much younger than my other grandchildren, and they live in long ways away. They don't live here, so I don't hardly get to see them, so they don't know their grandma as well. And I know my son's always telling them, oh, Grammy makes things and she sews and this and that, and I think this is a good way for them to get to know me on a video. So I'm just so touched. I think what I'll do is I'm going to put one of these little postcards in here. I don't know who these are by. I think these are Rachel at Roxy Creations. I'm going to say they are. I am going to say they are. So I'm going to put one of those in there, and there you have it. I'm sorry that took so long, you guys. Let me see if I have any time and make sure this is still going. It is 38 minutes, so we have about 20 bucks. So, okay, I was looking to see how much time we had. So, alrighty. Wow, that was something, wasn't it? We really ripped up some digitals there. I'm feeling really bad about tearing up all my digitals. My goodness, I just couldn't believe I just did that. Oh, sorry. I'm throwing things on the floor again. Alrighty. I guess I'm not happy unless I throw things on the floor at least once a day. Oh, yeah. See, look at all these beauties I have from Rachel. Oh, I didn't even know these were in here. What? What? What the what? I think that was this year. Yeah, this was this year's. Look at all these. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to make sure I keep all this stuff together. And oh my, look at all this stuff. That's not going to fit in there. Okay. So that some of these are cut out and inked already, but look at all the goodies from that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do, everything's falling out, guys. I don't know. I'll organize this later. I'm going to have to organize this into a Rachel pouches, I think, is what's going to happen. I'm going to take this off my table, and this too. Okay, so that is the only, ouch, 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 ouch. Sorry, that was my knee just popped. Hopefully you didn't hear that all the way over there. If you did, that means I really heard it. Whew. Let's see if I can walk after this. All right, I'm making this just a tad. I noticed that this is not doing well here. I feel like I need to cover that, but don't know what to put up there that isn't gonna mess with it. Rachel actually gave me this awesome idea. She said, you know, everybody was making that cellophane tape, sellotape, you know, to use the vintage. They make it all vintagey looking. She said she just took an old document or an old book page and printed it on clear sticker paper to make up that tape. So I thought, this is the back of an old painting, very old painting, and I thought, why not create my own? Where's my cutter, guys? Oh, it's over on my desk. Hold on, I gotta get it. Be back. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's in the other room. It's not here. Oh no, my cutter's not here. Darn it. I left it in my studio, my sewing studio. All right, I was cutting stuff, so I'll have to do it by hand. But what she said was, just print it on there, use the clear, and it'll look just like it. And I thought, brilliant woman. So I did. I got my very old, it's about the right size, do you think? I think it is. Yeah, that went off. I'll fix that later when I got my cutter out. I am going to, I think we need a piece about yay big. I'm going to cut that. Let's see how this works. And I'm going to ink it before I put it on there. I don't know if it'll ink because it's a sticker paper. I don't know if it'll hold any ink, but let's try it. And I accidentally printed on the back first. I wasn't paying attention. So technically, I have these great pieces that I can use too. But see, look at this. Look how clear it is. Oh, look at that. That does look like tape. Brilliant, Rachel. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And because I messed up and printed on the wrong side, I can use both sides. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, Rachel, I love it. Thank you. I don't know if she watches my channel. I know she has off and on. I know she doesn't have time really to do a whole lot, but I know in the past she has. So I think if she sees that she's tagged, she might. So brilliant, Rachel. Brilliant, brilliant. So that will protect that edge. It looks like an old piece of tape. I'm loving it. Good job. Feels like I need it over here too. This is all falling apart. I feel like I need a piece right there. I'm gonna have to get a piece, guys, because I think that's gonna rip right out. Oh, but I love this now. Okay, I'm hooked like I'm like, what is everybody seeing this sellotape stuff? Now I know. Now I know. Now I got it. I'm going to ink it up too and see if it'll take any ink and keep it. Probably just going to come off on my hands, but it's kind of fun just to play with it and see what it'll do. Oh my goodness. See if I can get it past that. I'm going to kind of pull that up a little bit. I'm going to wrap it around. And then I'll trim it at the top. Oh, look at that. Okay, that took care of it. That took care of it. And it blends in beautifully. I have the back side to use. Yay. Great idea, Rachel. And I left the bottom of the page as it was pulled out of the books that Rachel gave us. So look at that. Isn't it cute? Super cute. And it's got a little card in it. I'll put more in there when it comes to Christmas, but we'll put that off to the side. So I have two more I started, and I thought maybe I could decorate those in some regular images, right? So when Rachel did it, she did it on the back first, and she did her Italian ladies, and I have tons of her Italian ladies, so I thought, well, I think I should too. Wait, I lost the envelope that was in. Hello. Oh, I love that one. That's one of my favorite images, and it's already inked up and ready to go, so it's all good. Or I could do that one. No, I need one that takes up more real estate. So these are just scraps from it. Maybe like that. And then she put like a little stamp, and then she put a little thingy at the top. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to put the tab at the top. She put a tab on there. And I do have some of those. Yay. I do. I have green and I have red. Oh, that's a little bright. Oh, this is pretty. I have some of these. Oh, that's pretty. It goes with that beautifully. At the bottom. Okay, so she did put one on there. So let me put those off to the side there. Boy, I created a mess. You should see what's behind me. No, don't look. Don't look. Make you have a heart attack. You'll be like, ah, run for your lives. I'm in a silly mood today. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, so this is a whale tail. Don't ask me where to get one because my husband bought it for me on eBay as a, I don't know, birthday gift. That's right. Oh boy. I asked him if he minded spending a little more than normal. He said, no, not at all, honey. It's your present. So I was like, yeah, I got lucky. If I was buying it for myself, I would have hesitated because let me tell you, these things are going for hundreds of dollars now. He did not spend that much on it, but he did spend way more than it was when it was brand new, because when it was brand new, it was probably about 20 bucks, and it wasn't that. Now I'm thinking, oh no, I didn't see the Yuletide on the back. I wonder if I could slip it under there. Think I could? You know what I'm going to do? I know you're probably like, what are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Don't mind me. Try to make it fit. You might want to check before you decorate both sides if you're going to put a tab on there. All right, that was not super successful, but it's okay. It's on there. I think I would have skipped the tab on this one, and I may cut it off because I don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And it's going to damage the front of that, so I got no choice, you guys. I'm going to have to leave it on there. All right, well, you learn. You live and you learn. I am going to just cut it off at the top. I don't like the tab on there. We'll leave it there. Okay. Now I have to put this back on because I've ripped it off a couple of times now. And the art glitter glue does stick to that. Okay, this time I will pay attention when I put my tab on, right? So all right, it's okay. Okay. That's what I was missing. I kept looking at it going, what else did Rachel have? I'm missing something. Now I know what that was that Rachel had that I don't have. Okay. Now I did like the idea of music paper. It's a little grungy though, right? Maybe we could use some of this pretty paper that we had over here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Just kind of put a little bit around it, maybe. Just to add a little something extra. My neighbor keeps slamming his door. Really? Come on, dude. I'm making a video. I'm not sure my friends want to hear that. I'm gonna double check the time, make sure that we are doing okay. Okay, we only have a few minutes. So you know how this is gonna look, right? We're gonna put something here, something here. We're going to add a tab, but these are going to have some stamps. And that's what was missing on here too, is it was supposed to have a little stamp on it. But I think it's fine the way it is. I'm not going to worry about that one because that's a Christmas one, right? So we won't worry about it. This one. Okay. I'm going to, oh, whoops, look at that. That came off. Let's gonna go this way. Excuse the ums. I use it to think or to buy me like time for oxygen because I have asthma really bad. And it's allergy time. Oh my gosh. So we're having the weirdest allergy season ever. It's late, California, at least my area. We have been, well, it's been in the 60s today, and I think it might have hit 70 finally. California, can you believe it? It's sunny, it's beautiful, cool and breezy. Fabulous. So, but I live over by the coast, so I'm 30 to 40 minutes away from the coast, so I definitely get the sea breeze from the Monterey Bay, and I get the fog from over there and the coolness, which I'm thrilled with. So I don't like the heat. I'm definitely a cold weather girl. You know, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm in such a rush, or I'm so excited or something, but I think that would have looked better on that one, but that's all right. I don't like this yellow up here. I don't like that. What can I put over that? Anybody got an idea? I really don't like the yellow. I don't like yellow on anything. I don't know. We'll find something to go over that. I promise you, there will be something to wrap around there. See, I have 2 of these, right? So this one's definitely going to take a bunch of other stuff for sure. So let me see here. I'm making a pile on the floor because there's too much beside me. I was hoping to get to her most current, what do you call it? Her most current weekly challenge. And if I could have, it's a little bit different, so. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of big though, isn't it? I think I need the smaller stamps. I think there's a smaller set. I'm not sure. Let me see if there's a smaller set of stamps in here. These are Rachel's again. This is her labels and stamps. I don't remember if it was only big sizes or was there little teeny? Oh, there's teeny sizes. Woohoo! Did I cut one up already? Oh, there's 2 sizes of the there's a medium, large, and a small. I see, said the very not seen woman here. Where did they go? Oh. All right, let's see what we have. I am throwing things everywhere. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. All right, let's use this one. Let's use the medium size. Now, these are, they're like curves, right? But if you flip the scissor over, you get stamp style. So you use the scissors upside down, and you get a perfect imitation of a stamp, which is perfect for this. See? I hope I've been in camera. Hopefully this video was not a complete disaster. It's supposed to be my Merry Monday and, you know, regular crafting as well. There we go. That's what I want. Super duper cute. Okay, I want that. I wanted that. And so those are stamps. Where's the tags? Oh, there's the tags. Okay, so there's tags for the other side too. I don't want to lose my stamps. So on the other side, we have really big ones in here. Ah, there they are. There they are. There they are. There they are. Oh, look at this. Okay, we have these big ones. These are her labels. Set number 2 for Rachel at Roxy Creations. If you're wondering who Rachel is and you're new and you're like, who in the heck is Rachel? She's a fabulous designer. Her and her husband and her daughter all work on these. Some of the images on here are hand-drawn by her daughter and put together by her husband. Is that not? It's a family business. They are just fabulous. 1787. Ooh, I love that. Is that pretty? Plus I got another idea. All right, let's use this one. It's pretty. I'm gonna run out of time, so now we're gonna go over, aren't we? That's okay. It's better than my video quitting at 5 minutes in or whatever that was. I'm going to get rid of the white. This is on sticker paper. Woohoo! But I will show you these completed in my next video. That way you'll see what we might have missed. And if I do any more, if I do Rachel's other challenge, I'll just do it. Well, I don't know. I like to do them as my Christmas one because I think it allows us to see new things that we can make Christmassy. feel like this needs some lace or something down there, so we'll see what we need when we're done. But remember, I don't like that yellow. I saw something in here in the labels, and I thought maybe I could just wrap it around that area. I don't know if they're big enough. The medium-sized ones, I think, are too... maybe not. Let me see. I'm looking for something to go up there. I wonder if that would work. I'm going to see. I could cut these out in advance, but I don't like to. I like to look at the whole sheet, look at the colors, see what works best. I really hate digging through labels. It just is not my thing. Some people really like it. I don't. I'm not one of those. I wonder if I just did it like that. But then you lose the opening of the pocket. No, and the image is on that side, not on the side I want it on. It's all on the right side. I want a left side image, and there really isn't one, I don't think. I'm going to have to look through here. All right, I will work on that when we're not doing a video and see what I can do to cover that up. There's got to be something I can use in here that will work for me. She's got so many gorgeous, gorgeous tags and things and all the different shapes and colors. I'm sure I can find something that I can cut. Oh, like that one. Like that one. I'm going to have to stand up and check my time here in about 2 seconds. Looks like I'm going to have a whole bunch of these sheets all cut up. Because I usually make 2 to 3 of each page. So I have plenty to play with. Not having to worry about print all the time. I've been printing so much lately. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised my printer plan hasn't kicked me free. Okay. Yeah, I want to put that up there. You know, I'm going to do something, and I hope I don't regret it. Yep. Okay. I think it'll be fine. I got to check my time, guys. I think we're at an hour. I think we're done. But you know where we're going with this because you saw me make the Christmas one. But as you can see, not everything has to be Christmas. You can take the same thing and do something else, and it'll be fine. Oh, I love it wrapped around there. Well, that's perfect. Love it. Okay. Look at that. That looks really cool. Okay, we got rid of that yellow thing that was bothering me. I loved it, you know, when I put it up there, but then with what I'm doing, it just doesn't go. It just does not go. So there we go. Let me see what time it is, everyone. Oh, we're right there. Darn it. Okay, well, you get the idea. You know what's going to happen here, right? We know what's going to happen there. I'm going to throw this out here. Let's get everybody put away so we're not in the way. There we are, you guys. So today's project, you get a feel for where we're going. Something will go up there. We'll do a little more on here. It'll be fun. It's going to be gorgeous, I hope. Not tooting my own horn, just, you know, the idea. That should be okay. So thank you for coming and watching Merry Monday and Roxy's Weekly Challenge and Junk Journal July. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I love you. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.